Good afternoon and good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 134. And I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. We're back here with another coffee stream and some interesting news. I've actually got some blindness news today. So I think that should be interesting. So I've got some blindness news, some anti-vaxxing news, some book burning news. It's going to be a fun stream. It's going to be great. So let's say hi to chat. Hi, Skep. Skep says he's having a great morning. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. Glad to hear that. Seamus says not enough caffeine in my system. Well, that's unfortunate. Green Thunder is here. Good morning and afternoon, Green Thunder. Hi, Richo. Hope your night's going well. Let's see who else is here. Chadwick's here. Hi, Chadwick. Richo, I already said hi to. Let's see. I thought I saw some. Oh, Ezub. Hello, Ezub. I think that's everybody that said hi so far. I'm sure more people will come trickling in. Yes, let's burn anti-vaxxers. I agree. That's a good idea. That's a absolutely perfect idea. I agree. So, I've got some news here, and I'm hoping that Chrome will behave because I want to see if Chrome will allow me to present myself easier than Safari will. But so what we're gonna do is, oh, shut up, Chrome, saying you're busy. You're busy? Well, I need you to not be busy. There we go. Thank you, Chrome. So let's see here. Let's see here. No, we're not going to stop broadcast. Oh, no, I missed. Now let's see. Present myself to everyone. Let's see if that works. This is all I had to do. Oh, all I had to do was hit the present myself button or present Pincalo button on Chrome the other night, and it worked. So now, oh, let's see. You have an anti-vaxxer story you want to tell tomorrow? Ooh, exciting. Be sure you guys tune in for that. Share your screen. Now, why are you doing that? Minimize the events page. There we go. Oh my god, I'm actually fucking figuring this shit out, guys. Is it working? Do you guys see my screen? I am screen sharing and presenting to everyone, it says. Oh, fucking right. Go Blind Press. Okay. Now, let's hope it will stay that way for when I open my Twitter. All right. Go me. Okay. Now, Twitter, I have my passwords saved, so I won't have to type in my password or anything. So I'm not going to fucking So first, what we're going to do is we're going to break the stories up a little bit. We're going to break the stories up. So I've got a couple of blindness articles and a couple of normal articles. So I'm going to break the blindness ones up a bit. Pincalo sent me one and I found one. So we're going to go and do the Pincalo one. Why are there ones in the chat? Do you see why I love blind press? Just the attitude. Aw, Scab. You guys are awesome. All right. Legally blind man wants to know why Winnipeg police tackled him to the ground without warning. This'll be good. So, this is saying hi and love the screen. Aw. So here we go. Let's open this up. Steven Stairs says police failed to identify themselves before dragging him to the ground. This is from CBC News. And Steven Stairs is legally blind. All right, here we go.
Steven Stairs is legally blind. He says he feared he was being kidnapped when police tackled him to the ground without warning on Monday night.
Well, yeah.
Marcy, a legally blind Winnipeg man, is filing a formal complaint against the Winnipeg Police Service after he says police tackled him to the ground without warning. You are current?
Well, I would file a complaint too. Cut by Choice News. Cut by Choice News.
Steven Stairs, 31, says police officers mistook the cane he was wearing on his hip for a weapon.
Why were you wearing your cane on your hip, dude? That's not where your cane goes. I mean, I hate that you got attacked by the cops without them identifying themselves, if that's true. But why were you wearing your cane on your hip instead of holding it in your hand extended? Even if you're legally blind and you're using what's called an ID cane, which is very much shorter and thinner than a standard white cane, you are still holding that. You are still to hold that in your hand. And you are to hold it out like people who use ID canes tend not to sweep them on the ground, but to hold them diagonally out in front of them a few inches above the ground just to like contact what's in front of them. ID cane is literally supposed to mean identifier cane. It is literally mostly there to tell people around the legally blind person, this person can't see. So why the fuck, if that's the cane he was using, was he wearing it on his hip?
The arrest occurred at City Place in downtown Winnipeg on Monday, March 21st at around 7:15 p.m. Third-party AdCon, say frame, end of, but they just told me that I fit the description of someone with a concealed weapon and they were taking me downtown, said Stairs.
So, okay. The more I read this story, because I actually didn't read this before I went on stream, I'm actually kind of doubting this dude. I I know that sounds terrible, but you're telling me that in this day and age, you were just grabbed by the cops. They didn't say, "Stop, Winnipeg police." They just grabbed you, told you that they were taking you downtown because you fit the description of someone with a concealed weapon. Um, that happened to you, says Chadwick. That happened to me, says Chadwick. I'm with the police on this, says Skep. The cops were looking for a white guy with a gun, says Chadwick. Yeah, like, but my question is, why is this blind guy wearing his cane on his hip? Unless you're being guided around and you've, like, if you're by yourself, you better have your cane in your hand. It's not just a tool for you, it's a fucking identifier for everyone else. Okay? If you are out in society walking around as a blind person, you need to have something that identifies you as a blind person so that you don't just walk into people and get deemed to be the fucking rude asshole that's not looking where they're going. Or, you know, you don't accidentally bump into a cop and the cop thinks that you're assaulting them because you don't have a fucking identifier that says you can't see that cop. A cane is not just a tool for a blind person, it's an identifier for the sighted community. And carrying it folded up on your hip is not identifiable enough. I'm sorry. It's Duck Dog. Hi, Duck Dog.
I was thrown to the ground violently with no notice or alert to what was going on, and it scared the life out of me. You are current semicolon, Stephen Stairs, legally blind Winnipeg man. Stairs said police officers failed to identify themselves before tackling him from behind. Stairs is unsure of the number of officers involved in the arrest, but said there were multiple people on top of him. You are currently...
Okay, so if it's true that they didn't identify themselves, that's not right. Now I'm distracted by a program that allows blind people to feel the joy of firing a weapon. There are blind competition shooters, actually, Green Thunder. There are audible targets. I would actually like to get my, it's called Possession and Acquisition License here in Canada. Pink Hollow and I both want to get our pals. I would love to fire a gun. I have fired a gun, actually. I fired my grandfather's .22 before. I've also fired Pink Hollow's air pistol. Now, obviously, I have had sighted help to position and aim, but the actual trigger pull was all me.
Before the arrest, Stairs, his wife, and a friend were at Tavern United downtown when a verbal argument started within the group. The three made their way to the street, at which point Stairs left the group for City Place in search of a payphone. You are current?
You went looking for... Okay, I'm going to ask this. And I'm going to pull current year here. You're blind in 2019 and you don't have a phone? You're going to try as a blind person to go looking for a phone? A payphone in 2019 as a legally blind person. You think you're going to easily locate a payphone? Well, there you go. There was a fight. The cops obviously knew there was some type of altercation. And they thought he had a gun. The cops did nothing wrong. Yeah. But seriously, how the fuck do you think, as a legally blind person, you're gonna find a payphone in 2019 at 7:15 at night in March when the sun is setting? What? Why? What the fuck? I know I'm nitpicking here, but what the fuck? That doesn't make sense to me.
A few moments later, officers approached Stairs' wife and a friend. They both confirmed to CBC that police wanted to know what Stairs was wearing on his hip. While the two were conversing with officers, Stairs was escorted out of City Place in handcuffs.
Okay, well, why didn't the people tell them it's a cane? All you need says, I can't even remember the last time I saw a payphone on the street. I know. I want another pistol now, says Duck Dog. Yeah, seriously, how is this person going to get past this formal complaint thing? It's got to be 5+ years. Says all you need. Yeah. I would say 5 years or so.
Stephen Stairs uses a white cane to help with mobility. When he is not using the cane, he folds it and wears it on his hip, as pictured above. Stairs was wearing the cane in this way Monday night, when police allegedly mistook the cane for a weapon and tackled him to the ground. Kristen Aldrich.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see the picture with my if my screen is showing the picture or not. But when you're not using your cane, when I'm not using my cane, I'm being guided, and I hold my cane under my arm. It's wearing it on your hip is, first of all, a great way to have some asshole come and yoink it from you. Second of all, it's not helpful if you're by yourself and you're wearing it on your hip. Even if you have some vision, if you need that white cane to get around, if you're by yourself, you damn well better be using it. Not just for your safety, but so that everyone else around you knows that you're blind. So that this shit doesn't happen. Let's see what's chat saying here. Chadwick says, I see them around, but they're never working. Yeah. Duck Dog said, New York City pulls most of them out and put in Wi-Fi hotspots. That makes sense. They don't bother maintaining the ones left and take their sweet-ass time removing the derelict ones. Yep. So, yeah.
Steep heading level 2. Thrown to the ground.
Oh, what did Pink Hollow say? Oh, Pink Hollow brings up a good point. The other problem is when they say the legally blind man. How blind is he? Yeah. That's very true. Because legally blind could mean that you still have some vision.
Stairs said the last thing he remembers before the arrest was lifting the payphone's receiver to his ear.
So wait, are you telling me that they knocked you out? You're saying the last thing you remember before the arrest. Did they knock you out or something? If he is wearing glasses, he has some vision. Oh, is he wearing glasses? I didn't know he was wearing glasses. Hey, P-Dog.
I was thrown to the ground violently with no notice or alert to what was going on, and it scared the life out of me. I started screaming, help me, because I had no idea what was going on. No one identified themselves to me. Stairs said when he started yelling for help, officers identified themselves and said they were responding to reports that he had a concealed weapon. He said that after arguing with police about his cane being mistaken for a weapon, officers accused him of being disorderly and arrested him. Stairs was detained at Main Street Project's drunk tank under the Intoxicated Persons Detention Act.
Well, was he being belligerent about it? So, oh yeah, Skep says yes, he is wearing glasses in that picture. So, yeah, if he's... First of all the police should have said something first. They should have said police. Like you should with any person, whether they be blind or not. But second of all, I bet you he was belligerent as fuck. I can just see it now. I bet you he was belligerent as fuck, and they accused him of being disorderly because he had a mouth on him. And that's probably why they arrested him. This is why you don't fucking carry your cane on your hip. This is why you keep your cane out. Because there are some dumbasses who will probably try and say your cane is a concealed weapon. I've been asked I've been asked if my cane's a metal detector before. But this is how you combat that shit. How old is he? It doesn't say. Oh, hello. Prophet of Drunk. That's a new person. Yeah, it doesn't say how old this person is, but...
Heading level 2. Police say individual intoxicated. Winnipeg Police Service confirmed that a 31-year-old male was arrested after police responded to a disturbance at City Place on Monday, but did not further address Dare's concerns. Police refused to comment on the nature of the disturbance or what kind of force was used in the arrest, but said the individual was highly intoxicated.
Aha! He's 31. And apparently he was shit-faced. So you're shit-faced. That's fucking brilliant. You're shit-faced, you're wandering around, you're legally fucking blind, and you've got your cane on your hip. Well fucking done. Well done. You're lucky you didn't wander into the street. Wow. That's just fucking brilliant, dude. Hey, Sarah. Drunk and is probably an entitled little shit. That explains everything, says Chadwick. Yeah, does. Blind drunk, ha ha ha, says Duck Dog. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Darwin hard at work there. Yeah, I know, right? He was working hard, but he failed.
The force used in the arrest is Dare's biggest concern, but he also wants to know the Winnipeg Police Service's protocol when it comes to dealing with disabled people.
Well, maybe the disabled people should have their canes out when they're wandering around drunk alone instead of having them on their hips. Maybe if you're so concerned, you should go to your local CNIB and see what they can do about training for the police. Maybe you should turn this into a fucking advocacy experience instead of being a bitch about it and filing a formal complaint.
I had the cane folded up on my hip, which is where I always carry it when I don't need it to guide me through my mobility. I was with my wife, trusted spouse and a friend, so I was comfortable with where I was, but at least it was on my hip so that people know that I have a visual impairment. It's almost like a badge that says, hey, sorry if I bump into you, this is why.
No, it doesn't when it's folded up because then you can't fucking see it all the time. Holy shit, you fucktard. It's... Jesus Christ, when your cane's folded up, it's not even a foot long. What the fuck? You expect people to fucking do a full body survey of you so they can see your cane on your hip? And you weren't with your wife, you walked away from the group. It's like a badge that says, "Hey, this might be a gun," says Skeptalk. Yeah, I know, right? Could you imagine if he did this in the fucking States? You did walk into ranting press. But seriously, could you imagine if he was doing this in the States? He's lucky he does this in Canada. Fuck, man. What is wrong with you? This is what I'm talking about. When I talk about blind people that expect people to know that they're blind just by looking at them, this is what I'm talking about. You cannot expect people to notice a folded up cane on your hip. You cannot. Especially in a hurried setting. Do you expect everyone you bump into to take an interest in you and to stand there and talk to you and to look at you up and down? You fucking egotistical, entitled shitbag. I guarantee you, you were shit-faced, you were being loud, and you were being an asshole to your wife. And you walked off. And this is, oh, fucking, this is what I'm talking about when I mean entitled blind people.
Stairs said the cane should have been an indication to police that they were dealing with a visually impaired person.
Okay, but what if the cane was blocked by the post of the phone booth? What if the cane was in shadow because it's March and it's 7:15 and the sun is setting? What if I'm blind and I can fucking come up with visual reasons why your cane wouldn't be seen if it's folded up? I have a mental disability, says Green Thunder, and I have a mental disability, and not everyone can notice in just a quick conversation, and I don't expect them to. No. Not every blind person has visibly damaged eyes. Some look like they can see just fine until they see the cane, or they tell you. Yeah, from far away, if you look at my eyes from far away, they don't look fake. I have fooled people. People have not believed that I can't see because I look at people when I speak to them. I blink. My eyes are open. If obviously if you get close to me, you'll see that my eyes are not real. But if I'm far enough away from you, you're not going, unless I've got my cane out, you're not going to look at me and go, "Oh, she's a blind person." It burns me the fuck. Yes, it does burn me up because the police were just trying to do their job. Granted, they should have said, "Hey, police, put down the phone. We want to talk to you." But they should do that regardless of whether this drunk idiot's eyes worked or not. But him fucking wandering around shit-faced with his cane on his hip, expecting people to just figure out that he can't see? Fuck off. That's no. Absolutely not. Not how that works. What, no Stevie Wonder shit? Yeah, no. Stevie Wonder, for all of his talented musicianness, does a lot of blindisms. The rocking, like all that. He does that. One of my high school classmates had a glass eye. Never knew till she told us graduating year. Yeah. Oh, hi, Richard Morrow. Nice to see you here. Um, But yeah, this is... What the fuck does he expect?
For a person with a vision problem to be thrown in that position with no explanation and then no justification to why they did it makes no sense to me. They abuse their power on a disabled person.
Oh, fuck you. You were shit-faced and I guarantee you were screaming at your wife. I guarantee you were not being a quiet drunk man. I'm telling... Yes, I will continue to say the police should have fucking announced themselves. Again, that's something they should do with sighted people too. But if you're being a shitbag, whether you're blind or not, you deserve to be treated the same way by the police. If you're gonna resist, you're gonna get thrown to the ground, whether your eyes work or not. That's called equality, asshole. That's what you're gonna fucking get. This is fucking stupid. Disabled people, we want equality. They get treated the same way as an able-bodied person when they fuck up and they're not like, they're still walking around. The only disability is their eyes don't work. They treated me wrong. They exerted power over me as a powerless disabled person. Fuck you. You're not powerless. You fucking fuck off. Powerless disabled person. Go fuck yourself. You want to be powerless? Fucking stay indoors. Fucking give your cane up. Stay the fuck inside. Don't come out. Keep your powerlessness to yourself, asshole. Blind community doesn't need that representation. We don't need people bitching for equality, and then when they get equal treatment because they fucked up and broke the law and were being disorderly, they bitch about having power exerted over their helpless, disabled self. No. No. No, you don't get to have it both ways. You want to have it both ways, you stay the fuck in your house. Get drunk there.
Stairs has begun the process of filing a formal complaint with the Law Enforcement Review Agency, which is part of the official complaint procedure for the Winnipeg Police Service. He is also considering legal action.
Of course he is.
CBC News.
Of course he is. Because, why not take responsibility for things, right? Taking responsibility? What the fuck is that? Welcome to the family-friendly news, people. Sit down and enjoy. Dog says, Pincalo, you picked a good time to come home. She's hot and bothered. I think Pincalo has to leave again. So that's that story. So we're going to close that. What's the next one from Pincalo here? I think this is the measles one. Yep. This is the measles one. More people with measles in the US this year than all of 2018. Because fucking why not? So that's the picture of the Rockland County sign. That's the sign that's posted in Rockland County right now. I love that I figured out how to share my screen, so now that you guys can see the stuff. Yeah, so here we go.
The number of U.S. measles cases through the first 3 months of this year have surpassed the count for all of 2018, health officials say. There have been 387 cases through March, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported Monday. There were 372 last year.
Wow. There were 387 cases in March alone and 372 cases in the entire year of 2018. Not just anti-vaxxers, but immigrants. Yep. 26 cases and counting here in my county in Michigan, says Sarah. Wow. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking absolutely ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Whew. It was my app, not my stream. Okay, good. No, sorry, I was afraid that my stream went down, but my app just lagged. It still gets me that they just give away most vaccines and people still don't get them. I know. It's free.
Advertisement. Safe for the numbers are preliminary and may change, but the 2019 tally is already the most since 2014, when 667 were reported.
667 reported cases in 2014. Jesus Christ, people, what is wrong with you?
This year's numbers have been driven by outbreaks in several states, including New York, California, Illinois, Texas, and Washington. Most people who get measles have not been vaccinated. In the US, most outbreaks are sparked by travelers who picked up the virus in countries where measles is more common. Nearly 83,000 people contracted measles in Europe in 2018, the highest number in a decade, according to the World Health Organization.
83,000 contracted measles cases in Europe? What the fuck is going on, people? I'm glad I live so far north, says Chadwick. This is staggering. This is absolutely staggering.
The measles vaccine is 97% effective, according to the CDC. Measles is spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes, and it is extremely contagious.
Yes, it is.
List one item. Bullet. Link. End of bullet. List one item. Bullet. Link. NYRA. End of for most people, measles is miserable but not life-threatening. The most common symptoms include fever, runny nose, cough, and a rash all over the body. However, a very small fraction of people get much sicker and can suffer complications like pneumonia and swelling of the brain. Also, measles can cause pregnant women to deliver prematurely. There have been 3 measles-related deaths reported in the U.S. since 2000, including 2 in 2003 and 1 in 2015.
See? But measles is fine, right? I'm just sitting here lucky as fuck that I didn't die because it triggered a secondary viral infection that could cause liver failure, brain damage, kidney failure, heart failure. Blindness was the least of the problems that cytomegalovirus can cause. I got lucky. And it was all triggered by the measles.
List one item. Bullet. End of the link. And heading level 3. Related story.
Oh, that's all. That is all that of that story, because we're now down to the related story here. So that's that. And I think there's one more from Pancalo here. Yes, this is the one about Jody Wilson-Raybould that I wanted to read about. Yeah, damn, says Chadwick. Yeah, I could have died. I was very lucky that I just lost my sight. No apologies. Wilson Raybould says she wants to stay in Liberal caucus. If anyone could whip that party back into shape, it would be her. So this is what the former attorney general, the lady that we were listening to on that recording yesterday. This is her. This is her picture. This is what she looks like. She is fucking amazing. She is a Canadian hero. Richard Morrow, I completely agree. If she were to become leader of the Liberal Party, I might consider voting Liberal again. But other than that, I'm thoroughly disenfranchised with the Liberal Party at the moment. So yeah, she's the former Justice Minister and Attorney General of Canada, and she says that she should not be thrown out of the Liberal caucus for secretly recording the conversation she had with Michael Warnick, and she shouldn't be, because Ottawa is in Ontario, and Ontario is a one-party consent state. So, she did nothing wrong. Ortiz! Hello! Good morning. Good afternoon. Not the hero Canada wants, but the one it needs. Yeah. Well, half of us want her. The rest of the people who still want Trudeau are like, fuck you, you traitorous bitch. So, yeah. So, here we go.
As pressure builds to cause her from the Liberal caucus, former Justice Minister and Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould says she should be allowed to remain a member of the Liberal team.
She should. She didn't break the law. She didn't break the law at all, and she was covering her ass because she knew before it happened that she was going to get thrown under the bus. You could tell if any of you missed yesterday's coffee stream, go back, listen to the last 25 minutes. Because I covered this secret recording that this article is talking about. We listened to the whole thing. I reacted to it. She knew that she was going to get thrown under the bus. You could tell she knew, and she was covering her ass. And she had every right to do it. And she did not break a single law. There is no illegal activity here. There is no treachery here. This was completely above the board, completely legal. She had, and you know what? She had every right to do it because she was right. She knew it was coming, and she was right.
I do not believe that I should be removed from caucus for doing my job and for doing what I believe is right, she told reporters Monday evening as she left the House of Commons.
She shouldn't be. She was not only covering her ass, but she, like she said several times during the recording, I am concerned about the integrity of the Constitution being upheld, because what is being asked of me is unconstitutional, and that is not what my job description is. My job description is to uphold the Constitution. And she kept saying this over and over and over again. She was not only covering her ass, but she was trying to protect Canadians and inform Canadians. She is a fucking amazing. Not many lawyers you can look at and go, this is an honest fucking lawyer. This is a good lawyer. She is a good lawyer. She should be a fucking Supreme Court justice. At the least. At the most, she should at least... I don't think she's got the desire. But she should be prime minister. It's Uzi Q. Hi, Uzi Q. They all record their calls, says I right prostate. Yeah, I know, right? I think everyone's just mad at her because she posted it on the House of Commons website, or the House of Commons released it. Is she as honest as PMJ? PMJ dog. It's psyop for politicians, yeah. All right, let's see.
Advertisement.
Oh.
Safe frame. Ever since Wilson Raybould revealed that she had secretly recorded a conversation about the SNC-Lavalin affair with Clerk of the Privy Council Michael Wernick, then turned that recording over to the Justice Committee, her Liberal colleagues have been talking publicly about dropping her from the caucus.
Yes, because they're angry that their party has been exposed for the slimy backdoor dealings it's known for. They're just angry because the evidence has been supplied. She would win in a landslide if she would be the leader of the Liberals. Yeah. This they've got no grounds to throw her out of the caucus other than fifis.
With respect to the audio recording, I've heard some caucus members make comments. Wilson Raybould said, the conversation I had with the clerk, he's not a member of the Liberal caucus, he's not my client by his own admission.
No, he's not. He is the clerk to the the Privy Council, which is basically a separate body that helps keep things in control legally. No, we don't want to prosecute the murderer. They provide jobs, is my take, says Green Thunder. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very apt.
I know that was an extraordinary situation, and of course I've reflected on it many times and still do. I spoke with members of my community over the weekend. I asked a trusted advisor about it, and their response was, and I believe this, that it was a reasonable, rational thing to do in an unreasonable and irrational situation.
It was.
Video embed group. Framed end of. Wilson Raybould says she does not believe she should be kicked out of caucus for doing her job and what she believes is right. 5:34.
Oh, there's a video of her.
Wilson Raybould said she made the recording because she felt a need to protect herself in an extraordinary situation where she felt her position as Attorney General and Minister of Justice was under threat.
It was under threat. If you listen to that recording, it's basically saying you use the tools in your toolbox despite whether they be unconstitutional or not, and you do what Justin Trudeau tells you to do, or else. It was absolutely under threat. There's no bones about that.
Last month, Wilson Raybould appeared before the Commons Justice Committee to answer questions about a Globe and Mail report citing unnamed sources that alleged the minister was pushed by senior people in the Trudeau government to allow the Quebec engineering firm SNC-Lavalin to avoid criminal prosecution on fraud and bribery charges by meeting a number of conditions laid out in the remediation agreement. Once before the committee, Wilson Raybould told MPs that she had been improperly pressured by 11 officials in the Prime Minister's office to reverse a decision that denied SNC-Lavalin access to such an agreement. List one item. End of the list one. End of the list one. End of the
I'm
list.
skipping over some
On
article
Friday,
titles here.
On Friday, Wilson Raybould provided an audio recording she made of a conversation she had with Wernick, Canada's most senior public servant and the Deputy Minister to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Wernick was not aware he was being recorded.
No, he was not, but that's not illegal in Ontario. So there's nothing illegal about that. Like the White House Council, it's where She did do the right thing. She should not be punished for it, says Chadwick. No, she shouldn't.
Many Liberal MPs have expressed dismay with Wilson-Raybould's decision to make the secret recording, saying it violated their trust.
And what about the trust of Canadians? Who's gonna stand up for that? All you guys fucking care about is the trust amongst thieves. Who's gonna stand up for the people who voted your asses into fucking parliament? Apparently she is, and apparently she's a traitor for that. Well, fuck you people. You obviously don't actually care about your constituents. All you care about is your fucking portfolios and your paycheck. That's it. And you've proven it. That should be a given when you're talking to a lawyer. Yeah. If you're not that lawyer's client and you're having a conversation with that lawyer, just assume you're being recorded.
Video embed group. End of. Liberal MP Transport Minister Mark Garneau said the secret recording by the government's top lawyer of a conversation with the country's top bureaucrat on an important subject was totally inappropriate and not an honorable thing to do. You are
honor? Really? Your fucking leader's office threatened the Attorney General and Justice Minister with her job because she wouldn't play political games, and you're talking about honor. Fuck you. All the Liberals care for is votes from Quebec. Yep. That's true.
Toronto Liberal MP Rob Oliphant said he found it disturbing that a minister would covertly tape a conversation with the country's top bureaucrat and described Wilson-Raybould's words as scripted, staged and almost like an attempt to entrap the clerk.
Okay, fuck off. You guys listened to that with me. Did that sound like she was reading from a script? Because I heard her stumble over her words a few times. I heard her get angry a few times. I heard her lose her cool a few times. Where did it sound scripted? Where? You obviously don't know what scripted speech sounds like, you fucking retard. They said that like they were surprised or something. Yeah.
Oliphant added that unless Wilson-Raybould expresses direct confidence in Trudeau as Prime Minister, she should leave the Liberal caucus.
No. Liberals can lose confidence in their fucking leader. Gathering thought, not scripted at all, says Irate Prostate. Yeah. Absolutely. She was gathering her thoughts together. That was not scripted.
Asked if she had the confidence, the former Justice Minister refused to directly express confidence in Trudeau and chose instead to repeat her comments that she was elected as a Liberal. She believes in the party's policies and she wants to continue in that regard.
Good answer. It is possible to remain a Liberal and not have confidence in the leader of the party because the leader of the party has fucked up. Hasn't this guy broken a bunch of international laws? Why are they still supporting him? I don't know, Chadwick, and yes, he has. I don't understand this. I don't understand people's thoughts that you have to, in order to be a member of a Liberal Party, you must support the leader. Well, what if the leader fucks up and somebody can do it better? Oh no, tribalism. We can't say the leader is doing something wrong because tribalism.
Video embed group for end of. Liberal Wilson-Raybould said that despite her colleagues' concerns, she has been working hard for her constituents and should be allowed to remain a Liberal MP.
She has been working hard for her constituents, and you can tell, and she should be allowed to remain a Liberal MP. And you know what? By the way that she's speaking, I wonder if she intends to run for the leadership. I like the fact that she's refusing to be run out of town. But Blind Press, you have to toe the party line and agree with everything the leaders say, says Sarah. Well, yeah, I guess so. Tribalism, good one. um, but yeah, I wonder if the way that she's speaking, I wonder if she has plans to run for the Liberal leadership. That would be interesting. If she ran for the Liberal leadership after the election, because I have a feeling that when Trudeau loses the election, he's going to step down as Liberal leader. It would be very interesting if she ran.
I was elected as a Liberal, she said. I believe strongly in the values and the principles and the mandate upon which we were elected in 2015, and I have been working diligently and have been working very hard since I was elected and fortunate enough to serve the people of Vancouver Granville. Link, CBC's journalist.
So, yeah, that's I really, really I would like to see what she plans to do. The world will have a party when he loses. I agree. I actually do agree with you. I think people will get stupidly happy. Now let's go to the ones that I've sent myself here. All right. So here is the next. Oops. There we go. So here's the other blindness story. Ottawa woman says she was denied Uber ride because of guide dog. Now this is from February 2nd of this year, so it's about a month and a half old, but it's something that we hear a lot about this, so I wanted to cover it. Richard Morrow says, I will laugh if she wins her seat and JT loses in the fall election. I will laugh too. I really will, because I have a feeling that most Canadians really appreciate what she's done. All right. Okay. And you guys can see, this is why I wanted also to show you guys my screen, because I wanted you guys to see what I have to scroll through. I wanted you guys to see what I have to arrow through before I find the story, because it's all about education, right? This is partly why I wanted to do this YouTube channel stuff, is to show you guys how blind people live. And I want to get back to that more, and that's why I'm starting to cover more blindness related stuff on top of the normal news. Because that stuff is interesting to people, I think. So here we go.
An Ottawa woman wants an Uber driver off the roads and more accountability after she says she was once again refused a ride because she has a guide dog.
Now, this is something that happens. I read a lot about it happening in the States. Uber drivers pulling up and seeing the blind person and the guide dog, and not even vocally refusing the ride, they just pull away before the blind person even knows the Uber is there. And the blind person will get a notification from the Uber app that says, your driver has canceled your ride. Or you'll read about blind people. The Uber driver will actually say, nope, sorry, I don't take dogs, and the blind person will be like, well, the ADA says you have to, and they're like, nope, don't take dogs, fuck off, and they just drive away. Uber's actually been sued by the NFB in the States because of this. If she were to win majority, or if she were to win party leadership and became PM, would that make her the first First Nations PM? Yes, it would. Yes, it would, Duck Dog. And I think she would be a very good representative of the Native people, because she does not strike me as a woman who is, woe is me, everything is someone else's fault. I think that she would be a fantastic First Nations representative. She's fucking amazing.
Shelby Travers, who is blind, ordered an Uber on Thursday in the area of Holland Avenue and Scott Street. She says the driver had a hard time finding her despite multiple calls to him about the exact location of where she was waiting with her guide dog, Francis.
Okay, so I've had this problem with cab companies. I've there have been times where they've forgotten to enter north on the, I'll be such and such a street north, and I will tell them such and such a street north, but they won't enter it in. They won't put north into the dispatch, and the cab just doesn't show up because they've gone to the other end of the street. So yeah. And only second woman PM, says Richard Morrow. Yeah, Kim Campbell was a fucking joke. 9 fucking months.
He said Holland is a country. Where are you? Which at that point I just felt like I was being mocked because Holland is a street, Travers says.
Yeah, there is a Holland Street in Ottawa, and if you're a fucking Uber driver and you can't be bothered to pull up a GPS, you're just gonna sit there and be like, Holland's a country. You shouldn't be an Uber driver. But blind or not, if your customer gives you a street and you're like, that's a country name, where are you exactly? You're a fucking retard and you shouldn't be an Uber driver. Regardless of whether or not your customer can see.
Free screen, free. She says when the driver did eventually find her, she didn't have the chance to get in. As I put my hand on the door handle, he unrolled the window, said I don't take dogs. As I was saying I'm blind, she's my guide dog. He drove away with me still holding onto the car, and then I just broke down. My arm felt like it was yanked out.
Yeah, I actually have a couple of I'm actually in a group with a bunch of blind moms, and a few of them have had that happen because a few of them are service dog handlers, and a few of them have actually had Uber drivers drive away while they were still holding onto the car trying to get in. So it's Uber has a huge problem with its disabled, with the way its drivers treat the disabled, and it's because that they are pretty much unregulated because they're not fucking they're not fucking cab company. They're a private driver company. Ottawa has a lot of streets named after foreign countries and cities. It does. But if you're going to be an Uber driver in Ottawa and you can't be bothered to look up your fucking streets, if you're going to sit there and be like, Holland's a country, like, obviously, she doesn't want the Uber driver to drive to Holland. Like, that Uber driver is a fucking moron.
Uber says it is upset by the experience described and that driver partners who use the Uber app agree to accommodate riders with service animals and comply with all accessibility laws.
Yes, they do.
I think there needs to be more enforcement of these actual discrimination acts, Travers says.
There does. In the States now, because of how bad it's gotten, there's actually been a lawsuit and a settlement, a multi-million-dollar settlement. And a lot of Uber drivers, if there's been like one or two complaints from disabled people, will get fired.
Travers says she was told the driver might be taken off the roads. She has had similar experiences in Toronto and Calgary.
Yeah.
This is a bigger issue than just Uber, Travers says. I want this to stop happening. I want the lives of people who are blind to be respected. You are
okay, and they do, like, it does get frustrating because there are, sometimes the lack of education does feel like disrespect. And there are some people who just think that blind people shouldn't be out and about because they're blind. There is a huge stigma about blindness. It's one of the most stigmatized physical disabilities because of the fear of being blind. That's what it is. It's the fear.
Canadian laws prohibit discrimination against riders with service animals, including denying them service. Uber's own policy states that those who engage in discriminatory conduct could lose their ability to drive for the company. Button. U2K. Button.
Okay, so that's the end of that. End of that story. So yeah, she had a shitty experience, and this one is the one that I actually believe. This makes me want to drop the cargo stuff and only this makes me want to stop driving cargo and only dedicate myself to the guide dog people, but there's no money in that. Yeah. That's true, Pink Hollow. Okay, next story. I think we've got another Pope story. Pope warns against hateful he's against fake news, apparently. Pope warns against hate fomenting fake news. Because apparently that's I don't understand. So this is a letter he wrote to youth around the world, apparently. Blindness scares people, says Skeptalk. Yeah. People see a blind person and freak out, says Skeptalk. Yep, they do. It's not like blindness is contagious. I know. And there are people who will actually move away from you on buses and stuff because they're afraid that they'll catch it. Yeah, I know, right, Skep? He says, hey, Pope boy, start impaling a few of those pedal priests, Vlad the Impaler style, and we might start listening to you. Shut the fuck up. I know, right? So here we go.
Vatican City, AFP. Internet-based fake news is fomenting prejudice and hatred, Pope Francis said on Tuesday, warning our culture has lost its sense of truth and bends to facts to suit particular interests.
Oh my god. So because people are getting online and fucking trying to combat lies, that's spreading fake news and hatred? Are you kidding me, Popey boy? I think you're just mad that people are. This Pope is a bitch made nigga. Yeah, he is. He really is.
He issued the stark warning in a letter to young people around the world following last October's Youth-themed Bishop Synod.
And who's what? Yeah, I'm gonna jump to read that letter. Oh boy, the Pope wrote a letter to the young people. Yay!
Advertising, video, play video, social networks. There are huge economic interests operating in the digital world, capable of exercising forms of control as subtle as they are invasive, creating mechanisms for the manipulation of consciences and of the democratic process, the Pope wrote.
Oh my god. Pope, are you about to say that Russia. Are you about to do the Russia influencing the US election thing? MSM is infallible. Yeah, I know, right? Nice Mickey Mouse imitation.
Social networks encourage contact between people who already think alike, precluding them from debate, he said.
Are you serious? Yes, social networking only creates an echo chamber. It can't possibly used to be it can't be possibly used to debunk bullshit. No, no, no. Can't possibly be used for that. It's only echo chambers. It's like the deaf and mute guy at the convenience store. I've seen people not want to talk to him to order their food. It bothers me. He's a really nice guy. He's really serious about his job. Yeah, duck dog. And see, and at least I hate to fucking say this, but at least he got the job. If I were to show up there and just ask to like if I even were to try and get a job at a convenience store, they'd be like, "No, ask Steve Shives about echo chambers." Yeah, if I were to try and work at a convenience store, I would be told no.
These closed circuits facilitate the spread of fake news and false information, fomenting prejudice and hate.
Oh. Yes, and CNN and Fox News and CTV and CBC and Sky News don't ever do that. This is the same guy that says building a wall is racist and hateful, says Sarah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. This Pope, are you seriously trying to get us to believe that the mainstream media tells only the truth and nothing but the truth? And everyone that goes online are liars? Wow. When's the last time you actually went online, Pope? Because I guarantee you, you got people operating your social media accounts for you. So when's the last time your old ass went online?
The Argentine pontiff cited prolific Catholic teenager and internet user Carlo Acutis, who died of leukemia in 2006. You are currently on it. He saw that many young people, wanting to be different, really end up being like everyone else, running after whatever the powerful set before them with the mechanisms of consumerism and distraction, the Pope wrote.
What? What kind of word salad is that? You should get a job as a process server. Who would expect a blind girl? Not even the Spanish Inquisition thought of that, says Duck Dog. That's fucking brilliant. When he was trolling 4chan for pedo porn. Oh. Nice one, Skeptalk. Nice one.
As a result, Carlo said, everyone is born as an original, but many people end up dying as photocopies. Don't let that happen to you.
Yes, don't let social media turn you into a robot. Don't express your own opinions online. Or else you might turn into a photocopy of someone else. Otherwise, meaning, think like me, or else you'll end up in hell.
It is not healthy to confuse communication with mere virtual contact, the Pope wrote.
What? Confusing communication with mere virtual contact? Are you... Okay, so did you guys know that I am merely virtually contacting you guys? I'm not interacting with you. I'm not communicating with you by reading chat. You guys are all just like sheep absorbing what I'm saying to you. This is all a giant echo chamber. It's not like I've ever had disagreements with people in my chat or anything like that. Fucking retard. You know what, Pope? This is such a stupid thing to say that I think you need to do 1,000 rosaries. The whole fucking rosary. Just sit there and do 1,000 of them as penance for your stupid comments.
Indeed, the digital environment is also one of loneliness, manipulation, exploitation, and violence, blocking the development of authentic interpersonal relationships.
Yes, if you fucking... Everything can be like that. I think he's talking about bots. I think so too. I really think he's talking about bots too, Irate. No, the blocking of interpersonal relationships, that is straight out of the Bible. That's all in caps, by the way. Oh, is it?
In the wide-ranging document, the Pope also warned of the dangers of historical revisionism, as exploited by increasingly powerful populist politicians.
Historical revisionism. What the fuck do you think the left has been doing? Comparing everyone and his dog to Hitler so that the term Nazi is nothing now. Making sure that everyone thinks that communism is great, despite the fact that it's got a death toll of 100 million fucking people. We don't disagree with you, Press, because we're afraid of being hit with your cane again. The leader of the Catholic Church is going to tell us not to believe fake news. What about your entire fucking Bible, says Straight Sith Mail. Agreed. Agreed, wholeheartedly.
If someone tells young people to ignore their history, to reject the experiences of their elders, to look down on the past and to look forward to a future that he holds out, doesn't it then become easy to draw them along so that they only do what he tells them?
What are you talking about? If when you start telling them you're a Nazi because you drive a Volkswagen and Hitler started the company. Yeah. Oh my god. Francis is not my pope, says Mr. Monopoly. Yeah, this is a huge ridiculous thing to be saying. And if he knew anything about anything, if he were in this sphere of YouTube in particular, he would hear people keep preaching about History is going to repeat itself if you people don't learn your history. Irate Prostate says, I'm a recovering Catholic. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
He needs the young to be shallow, uprooted, and distrustful, so that they can trust only in his promises and act according to his plans.
His. Are you talking about Trump? Why are you talking about Trump like Trump is Satan? What? He's literally speaking about Trump as though Trump were Satan. This is crazy.
The synod recognized that many young people no longer see the church as significant in their lives, but rather as a nuisance, even an irritant, the Pope said.
Well, maybe its priests should stop fucking children, and that could go a long way to youth wanting to come back to church. Just a thought. Just a thought. I know it's a wild one, but, you know, maybe you should fucking do something about your priests fucking children, and the youth will want to come back. I am a strident agnostic.
Some of the reasons for this are understandable, including sexual and financial scandals, a clergy ill prepared to engage effectively with the sensitivities of the young, the passive role assigned to the young within the Christian community. It is important for the church to be living, so it can look back on history and acknowledge a fair share of male authoritarianism, domination, various forms of enslavement, abuse, and sexist violence.
Really? You're gonna go for the male violence angle instead of the we've repressed the priests and made it so they can't get married and created a environment where they feel pedophilia is their only option? Robin Williams even made a joke that the Pope needs to get them all up in a line and slap them across the face. Yeah.
With this outlook, the church can support the call to respect women's rights while not agreeing with everything some feminist groups propose. You are currently on the text element inside.
Wait, what?
It is important with this outlook, the church can support the call to respect women's rights while not agreeing with everything some feminist groups propose.
What does that have to do with young people? And sexual abuse scandals and financial abuse scandals? Why are you just throwing word salad and buzzwords at people? Do you even give a fuck about the youth? Are you trying to reach them, or are you just going blah on a piece of paper? Oh. Just this is mental vomit. That's all this is. This is verbal mental vomit.
2019 AFP. You list 3 emails so like.
Oh, that's the end of that fucking disaster of a story. So, let's move on to the next one. Priests should get married. Agreed. Priests should be allowed to get married, and you know what? Priests should even be allowed to be homosexual if that's where they lean. I guarantee you, if you let a gay priest be gay with an adult, and you let a straight priest be straight with a female adult, you would see a humongous decline in the pedophilia. And if you still had pedophile priests and you, I don't know, sent them the fuck to jail, it might actually do something to stop it. So, next story. And please take a moment to like and share the stream if you haven't already, guys. It's a great help, one of the biggest helps to get my channel out there. Also, I'm 10 away from 400 subs. So that's a thing. John Paul II was an excellent pope. You know what? I'm not even a Catholic, and I'll agree with you on that one. That's one of the best onomatopoeias of puking I've ever heard. Well, thank you. I am pretty good at onomatopoeias because blind. Um, so yes, please take a moment to like and share the stream. Share the channel with your friends if you haven't done so already, because I'm at 390 and it would be great to crack 400. My goal was to crack 400 by May, but it looks like I might do that before May, which would be fucking cool. Fuck communism, says Irate Prostate. Yes, agreed. Also, there is a Streamlabs link in the description and a Patreon link as well. I know, Patreon, but it's the only thing that accepts PayPal still, so it's ease of access for me to use. So if you are of a mind, please consider donating to the Streamlabs link or becoming a patron. I have also recorded some audio for a couple of videos, so that's exciting. I want to start getting back into doing videos as well as live streams. So I hope you guys will enjoy those as well. So the next story we have. Oh, no, I thought I sent myself another one here. Oh, weird. Weird. I thought that I had more news than that. There's the blind one. I could have sworn that I sent myself another news article. Check Discord. That's a good idea. In Russia, communism fucks you. Oh. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to minimize Twitter. I know I'm screen sharing and presenting to everyone. Thank you. So I'm going to go to Safari because I don't have my credentials for Discord in Safari. And I have to. Oh, sorry, I don't have my Discord credentials for logged in Chrome, so I don't want to like log in Discord while I'm screen sharing. I posted an article about measles, said Mr. Monopoly. Okay, let's get here. All right. Yeah. Discord, free voice and text chat. Fuck off. I'd laugh if it's still sharing my screen. Yeah, my actual Discord app for my computer will not update, so I have to go on the fucking web browser. Okay, how come? It's screen sharing? Okay, hold on. Screen still is still active. Turn it off. Okay, hold on. Close Discord. Why is what happened to my fucking Hangout? Fuck. Why is my Hangout gone? Weird. My Hangout is gone. Fuck me. Sideways. I have lost my goddamn Hangout. I know I'm still broadcasting, but the window for my Hangout is the window for my Hangout is fucking gone. And it won't let me go and open it again from my history. This is really annoying. Google Hangouts. Will that take me back to my Hangout? No, it won't. Fuck off. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do. I don't know what to do, guys. I know I'm still live. I want to still be live. But I want to use OBS. I think what I may end up doing for individual hangout, like not individual hangouts, but individual streams, is maybe see if I can use maybe I don't know how long it will take because I need Pincolo's help to set up OBS transitions and stuff. It's not all screen reader friendly, which is the problem. It's why I don't use OBS because Streamlabs OBS doesn't have a Mac version. Or get a Microsoft Windows computer. That's something that I am really considering to doing. However, money is kind of tight for that right now. Fuck. I wonder what happens if I'm afraid if I quit Chrome that I will not be broadcasting anymore. OBS is a terrible idea right now, says Skeptalk. Don't do that, Blind. Oh, fuck me. Because I'm afraid if I quit that it'll stop the broadcast, and I don't want to stop the broadcast, but it should go for... This is why I hate Chrome. Conversation with empty hangout. Are you going to let me get into my own hangout, or are you going to... Okay, come on. Yes, I know. I'm now connected to Hangouts. I'm trying to get into my own hangout, you dumbass. Oh, hold on, guys. If I accidentally if I accidentally kill the stream, I apologize. I don't mean to, but my only option right now is to quit and open again. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. Do you hear me, guys? Does anyone hear me? Does anybody hear me? Oh, fuck. Thank God. Fuck. Okay. Camera is off now. Yeah. I am back. So, what we've learned today is have enough stories to last you for the entire stream. And don't go looking for more because you will lose your hangout window. Fuck me. I was doing so well today, too. God damn. Hey, Golf City Ben. I was doing so good. Fuck, that's annoying. So yeah, it's a feature. Technical difficulties. Camera off, mic on, yes. So I swear to fuck, you guys, I'm gonna start doing up a fucking Teespring with just shirts that say, like, with shirts that just have quotes from me and then the hashtag coffee stream on the back or something like that. Or, you know, like technical difficulties, hashtag coffee stream. Something like that. So now that that's done, much like Bloodwing's stream where everyone places their bets on how many times he's going to pee. You should take bets on how long the next on when the next tech problem is going to be. Who's Mike and why are you on top of him? Can you hear me, anybody? Says Skeptalk. Oh my god. Yeah, no, if I was good at designing shirts, I would design a shirt with like quotes and stuff on it, but I don't want to fuck that up. So yeah. Let's go to Safari now and go to Discord and find that story that Mr. Monopoly posted. And then we will do chat time and end the stream. Okay. Discord. Oh, Discord. Hey, at least I got back on my stream without it fucking ending, right? Bright sides, people. Bright sides. Okay. Okay. Here's Blind Press's Nerd Sanctuary. News for the coffee stream. Here's Mr. Monopoly's article. All right. U.S. measles cases surged to highest level in nearly 2 decades. The outbreaks reflect worldwide misinformation that has helped drive down child immunizations. Because people suck. This is from April 1st. Okay, so we've got a picture here of a child getting vaccinated.
The number of people sickened by measles in the first 3 months of this year is more than for all of 2018, and the second highest number reported since U.S. health officials declared the highly contagious and sometimes deadly disease eliminated in 2000.
So we've only had measles. They declared measles eliminated in 2000. It's 2019. It hasn't even been 2 decades. This is sad.
The upsurge. Link. Now at 387 cases. Reflects outbreaks that have spread to 15 states, including New York, California, Texas, and Washington, according to figures released Monday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That's Europe. Reflects outbreaks that have spread to 15 states, including New York, California, Texas, and Washington, according to figures released Monday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That surpasses the 372 reported for all of last year. Many of those outbreaks originated after unvaccinated individuals traveled to Europe, the Philippines, and Israel, where the infection is more common, and returned to the United States after contracting the illness.
Vaccinate your fucking children. This article is literally blaming Jews. What the fuck? Here we
Europe
go.
is even worse now than North America, said Peter Hades, an infectious disease expert at the Baylor College of Medicine. This is all the new normal. Nobody ever thought we'd ever be at this place.
No. Nobody did. Everyone was like, oh, cool. Vaccines to help get rid of preventable childhood illnesses that can be very deadly. Awesome. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, they're going to kill you. Because, that makes sense. That makes sense to develop things that will kill en masse.
The outbreaks and the link. Increasingly aggressive public health you are currently response to them have also prompted a spike in activity among anti-vaccine activists across the nation and around the world. A global movement that spreads misinformation about vaccines has helped drive down child immunizations, lowering the community immunity that is critical for protection against one of the world's most contagious diseases.
Yeah. And what people don't get is that measles is a virus. Measles is a virus. I can't believe I almost said measles is a virus. That's it. That's the first shirt. Measles is a virus. Hashtag coffee stream. Rockland County, New York is an Orthodox Jewish community. I didn't know that. Herd immunity. Yep.
After Rockland County, NY. Link. Banned unvaccinated children from all public spaces last week as it battles a growing measles outbreak that originated in the Orthodox Jewish community. Anti-vax frame. From all public spaces last week as it battles a growing measles outbreak that originated in the Orthodox Jewish community. Anti-vaccination activists likened the public health measures to the Nazi persecution of Jews that included forcing them to wear yellow stars.
Oh, fuck you. You're gonna say that keeping oh wow. I'm sorry, but come on. Really? Blind, there are some things that do point to a mass depopulation in the world. For fuck's sake, says Mr. Monopoly. Yeah, this is wow. You're gonna play that card? Fuck off. And I bet you these anti-vax activists aren't even Jewish. I bet you these are people being offended on behalf of Jewish people. The anti-vaxxers can really do some harm to innocent people. They truly are evil, says Skeptalk. They are.
Frame. In Austin, Del Bigtree, chief executive of an anti-vaccination group called ICAN, wore a yellow star during a rally last Thursday to identify with parents who declined to vaccinate their children. A spokesman for Bigtree said he took the action to let the Jewish community of Rockland County know he stands with them. You are currently...
If I was a Jewish person, regardless of my stance on vaccines, if I saw some fucking piece of shit just wearing a yellow star like that and using what happened to my people in the 40s as a cause for their vaccine thing, I would be livid. If how are the Jewish people not fucking raging right now? You're gonna use the Holocaust as a cause to get behind your anti-vaccine movement. You're going to conflate a public health crisis with people trying to exterminate a race of people. You are sick fucks. All of you are sick fucks. No, I'm saying that there are people in this world who would like the population of the world to be 500 million worldwide. Yes, there are people like that.
After photos of Big Tree were posted on Twitter, the official account of the link, Auschwitz Memorial and Museum in Poland tweeted in response, instrumentalizing the fate of Jews who were persecuted by hateful anti-Semitic ideology and murdered in extermination camps like Auschwitz with poisonous gas in order to argue against vaccination that saves human lives as a symptom of intellectual and moral degeneration.
Yes! Good. Good. I'm glad they were called out. Conflating vaccinating children against horrible diseases with the Holocaust beggars belief. It does. It's my brain is short-circuiting here. I can't compute this.
Jonathan Greenblatt, chief executive of the Anti-Defamation League, said in a statement, groups advancing a political or social agenda should be able to assert their ideas without trivializing the memory of the 6 million Jews slaughtered in the Holocaust.
Yes, they should. Even if their political and social agenda is absolutely bat crap crazy, they should be able to expound on that bat crap crazy fucking narrative without invoking the memory of an attempted genocide. It is staggering, isn't it, says Skeptalk? It is. This is... How dare you politicize the deaths of millions of people in order to further your cause for more deaths of children? No one ever mentions that the Nazis also killed kids, blacks, and handicaps. I wonder why that is. I don't know.
Texas has one of the most organized and politically active anti-vaccine groups, Texans for Vaccine Choice, which organized the rally last week, received support from Tea Party Republicans and some of the state's most influential conservative organizations, state lawmakers have said.
The Tea Party, are they still around? Seriously? This is... Ugh.
Cortez, who has been an outspoken critic of the anti-vaccine lobby, called their latest actions highly offensive and called on the leadership of the state Republican Party to publicly denounce their actions. He added, I don't know what they think they gain by mocking the Holocaust.
I don't either.
The rise in measles cases was both predictive and predictable, Cortez said, in a link study last year. He and colleagues from several Texas academic centers identified pockets of vulnerability where the risk of measles and other vaccine-preventable childhood diseases are higher because parents hesitate or refuse to get their children immunized. Of 15 counties with the most non-medical vaccine exemptions across the country, about half are now reporting measles outbreaks, including communities in Washington, Texas, and Michigan, he said.
Then, you know what? There should be no exemptions except for fucking autoimmune. or allergy to the ingredients. I have not heard someone use the words Tea Party unironically in years. Yeah. What does denouncing and disavowing actually do? Nothing. It does fuck all.
Frame. The researchers characterized many of these areas as hotspots because their high exemption rates put them at risk for epidemics, not just of measles but also of other vaccine-preventable pediatric infectious diseases such as whooping cough. You are currently on.
There are videos of babies with whooping cough. This is you want to sit there. The best way to change your mind about anti-vaxxing, watch a video of a baby with whooping cough. You will never not vaccinate your children again. And if you don't, you're fucking heartless and you shouldn't have kids. The only reason that there should be exemptions is autoimmune disorder or allergy to ingredients. Otherwise, religious exemption, fucking moral exemption, fuck off. Vaccinate your fucking kids. And stop using the deaths of millions of people to further your fucking ridiculous cause. This is when you see a baby die from whooping cough, when you see them go blue and spasm and die, you'll reconsider. Yeah. Yeah. This is sick. So, yeah, this is fuck you, vaccinate your kids. So on that angry note, does anyone have anything that they would like to say before the stream ends? Let's see. Well, while I'm waiting to see if anyone's got any final comments, I hope you enjoyed the stream today, despite the fact that I almost had to end it 20 minutes early. I did well for the rest of the time. I hope everyone can come and join Skep Talk and I tomorrow for Wednesdays with Skep. It's always a good time. If it were only the anti-vaxxers who died, I would be totally okay with this. Yeah, I know, right? I have no further comments, Your Honor. Love it. Love it. I hope everyone can join us again for tomorrow at noon for Wednesdays with Skep. And I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. If you find any news that you think I might enjoy, please use the hashtag blindpressreads, or if you are in my Discord server, please put it in the news for the coffee stream channel. And tomorrow, like I said, will be Wednesdays with Skep, so come and join us at noon p.m. Eastern and 11 Central. And with that, everybody, I'm going to end today's stream. I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a great and safe day, everybody.